Should I have some music on? I probably should have some music on. Alright, cool. Actually see everything a little bit better. Welcome in if you're watching. If it's loud because of the sanding, let me know. Otherwise, I'm working on the Mandalorian gloves. I figured I might as well get started on the costume. Got a lot of work to do for this if I'm serious about it. You gotta get started. So I can't just keep looking at it my whole life. I gotta get started if you want to finish anything. Pajama Sam, welcome in. Yeah, I'm just I don't know, it's a later night, and I just wanted to finally actually get started working on this Mandalorian costume, and I figured, as I just said, if I never actually get going on it, it's never going to get done. So I picked the gloves to do, so right now I'm working on the, if you've ever seen the Mandalorian show, so these are the glove armor that goes on the back of his gloves. So these were printed, I've primed these, and I'm just trying to sand them. So yeah, good news is it's looking pretty good, I think. And then in Pokemon news, I also have my case. Paradox Rift should be coming in on time for my weekend stream, so that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty sweet. Sand. People are probably like, he's not opening Pokemon packs. What's happening? Yes, not a usual stream. I will admit, not a usual stream. And that is okay. Yo, that's pretty cool. To both gloves and the Paradox cards. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I definitely am envious, I will say, of people that are opening them right now. I will say that for sure. So you really gotta get into all these nooks and crannies with these this glove armor. I mean, it feels pretty smooth, but then I'm gonna have to hit it with more filler primer, I think. Gotta hit it with more filler primer after I do all this sanding. Yeah, you can't really see that. Yeah, I gotta hit those sides. But if you're chilling with us, if you pop in, let me know how your day is going. Hopefully everything's good on this Monday. This terrible, terrible Monday. Nah, I really, honestly, I hope it's not too bad. Pajama Sam, one of the OGs. Baby, a partner. Everyone's like, what is going on with Cactus? He's not opening up Pokemon cards. What is he doing? So now you got a wet sand. Yes, it's very interesting, I know. And I'm not talking too much because I'm concentrating, so I'm sorry about that. But again, I hope everyone who does pop in here today is having a good day. That Monday hasn't treated you too terribly. And maybe you're lucky and maybe you already got some Paradox Rift stuff if you're into the hobby. Maybe you are into the hobby, and you got Paradox Rift, and you've already scored my Iron Valiant SIR, which I'm hoping to pull this weekend with my nephew at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Hopefully we don't have a stream screw up like the other day. That was pretty rough. Yes. Oh, James, welcome in. Yeah, nothing too crazy, James. As I'm just I'm just working on Mandalorian stuff, so I know people are just going to pop in and out, so it's not too exciting today, but I figured, you know, maybe if I pop on the stream, if anyone wants to chill and watch me work on some stuff for my Mandalorian costume, that's pretty cool. Let me put the light, maybe over here the light will be better, so people can actually see. Now, no matter where I put the light, it's like, it's got to be up from the up down. But hope you're good, James. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're good. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, one day before actually Halloween is here. It's here, Halloween is here. Ooh. Not yet. Almost. It's almost here. And I'm here working on, obviously this is not for Halloween. I'm actually hoping to maybe have this costume done in time for a card party next year in June. It'd be kind of funny, I thought, if I'd actually show up, like, in my Mandalorian costume, maybe to card party. At least for one of the days. Or, like, half the day. Maybe, like, dress up for, like, the first half of the day on, no, I was gonna say Sunday, but maybe, like, for Saturday, the first main day. That'd be pretty crazy, I thought. Alright, we gotta start sanding this one down, because this one's got a lot of work on it. Sandy. Washy, soapy. Maybe later. Washy, soapy. It's gonna be a lot of shaking of the desk. I feel it. But yeah, so that'd be great if I can get this actually done in time for a card party in June. But no promises. But so for those of you who watch this back, these are the hand guards that go on the back of Din Djarin's gloves. So you want to make sure, see, these were 3D printed, so you can see the lines carefully on, probably there, so you can see the lines. So I'm trying to sand all of that down to get it smooth, and then I'll do another coat of primer, and then I'll do the white, and then I have to tape off this triangle section because this is actually like a blue, like an aqua blue color in the show. And then once I get the blue on there, then I can come back in and do a little weathering. Someone told me a technique, or I saw it on Instagram, where you can take just newspaper and kind of weather it and just kind of literally crumple up some newspaper and really kind of go hard on it with like all the paint, and it'll kind of slowly chip like little bits of corners and stuff off to kind of give it that weathering look. So basically what I'm doing right now is making sure I do all that sanding, get it to a spot where I'm happy with it, then do all the painting. Like I said, another coat of primer, a good coat of white or two, probably 2 coats of the white, and then again tape off this triangle area and do 2 coats of like an aqua blue color. So, but now it's just a lot of hand sanding. I could do this with a machine, but because it's a smaller piece, I think it's better to do hand sanding with this. Yeah, so stick with hand sanding for smaller pieces. But when I get to like the chest piece and the gauntlets and other larger armor pieces, I'm definitely going to go with my my little rotary sander. I think that'll be the best option for that. Definitely, just definitely the best to hand sand when you can for these. I mean, because look, if you tried to get in here with like a rotary sander, or even one of those sanders that looks like, I don't know the technical term, but if it's one of those sanders that looks like almost like an iron, it's not going to be able to really get into these crevices. And even if it can, I feel like you got to be careful with the power tools because it could oversand, and then you just ruined your 3D print and all that work that you just did. So just keep that in mind. And this 3D print, I didn't print myself. I got all my armor pieces from someone on Etsy. So I bought the files. I sent them to one guy who did pretty much most of the armor, like all the chest plate, the leg armor, all that good stuff. But for this armor, for the gloves, I think I had somebody else do this. So, and there's a lot of people on Etsy that if you ever need 3D pieces printed for you, there's a lot of people on that platform that can do work for you, and pretty reasonably too. I think reasonably price wise. So you got a lot of people available on Etsy that can help you out with all kinds of costume products, not products, projects. So. Watch, I'll probably watch this back and I'll be like, wow, the sanding is really loud. I couldn't even hear what I'm saying into the mic. So this is all a learning process. But I figured, what the hell, turning on the camera, we're making a movie right now. What do you mean you're making a movie right now, Super Saiyan? Well, I'm trying to make a costume right now myself, but what do you mean? And thank you for popping in, by the way. Yeah, I'm just working on my Mandalorian costume. Working on the gloves and the glove armor, so. But let me know. What are you working on? What are you doing? What are you doing? Working on a movie. I would love to work on a movie someday. But then I should have to go back to school and learn how to be like a cinematographer or something. I probably want to do cinematography because I like, you know, I definitely was a big photographer when I was younger, so if I ever went back to film school, that's what I'd do. This is oddly relaxing and pretty neat. I'm dealing with COVID and my brain and can actually keep up with the stream. Oh my god, you're dealing with COVID? That's crazy. That sucks. COVID is not fun, my friend. I think I might have had COVID. I never was actually like, how long ago was this? Like 6-8 months ago? It was definitely pretty bad. I never got tested or anything. It was bad though. I definitely remember like throbbing headaches. Like my sinuses were clogged. I couldn't really taste anything, which I know is like one of the excuse me, the dust is one of the bigger symptoms, I think, is the whole taste thing. Yeah, it wasn't fun. And I was definitely bedridden for like 2 days, 2 solid days. On the third day I was sort of okay, but for 2 solid days I was definitely it was not cool. It was not cool. It was not key, as Cartman from South Park would say. Not cool. Not cool, Mom. Not cool. Alright, let's get all this particles off that I sanded off so I can actually see how smooth this is and see how much more sanding I gotta do. This hand sanding can it can tire you out, but well, I mean, it can tire you out. It's not too bad, but, you know. I don't want to make like a huge deal out of it. Alright, so you can still see a bunch of the print lines from the 3D print. So I definitely got to keep sanding this area. I did some of the triangle here, so that's looking pretty okay. But I really got to hit this area. So let's do that. We gotta hit this area right here. Got to hit it and quit it. You see that? See how much comes off when you give it a really nice rigid sanding there. See, that's getting pretty smooth right there in that area. But yeah, I don't know if the camera can show that. So that area is looking pretty good, but I really got to keep hitting. I got to keep hitting this area here. Yeah, that definitely needs it. Yeah, got to hit this area. I got to do it. You really got to do a good job sanding. Sanding, it's a pain in the ass, not gonna lie, but it makes all the difference when you're doing the painting, and if it has a nice even coat, if you've sanded it smooth on the surface, it's gonna look really good. If you don't do a good job sanding with 3D prints like this, you're gonna see those ridges. It's gonna be pretty noticeable for someone who comes up close to you looking at your costume. I mean, from a distance, it's probably fine, but yeah, if they come up too close, they're going to notice, like, those kinds of details is going to stick out like a sore thumb. And so you want to put your best foot forward with your costumes. I mean, some people are just in a hurry, so they just want to get a costume done, and that's fine. But I know me, I'll be a little OCD with some of the details. I mean, at some point, maybe I'll get too tired, and I'll be like, you know what, screw it, I just want to finish it. But for right now, I'm definitely trying to do the best I can. Or, I mean, you know, take everything, do everything as best I can. So, that's looking pretty good. I know it looks like it's scuffed up, but I just gotta keep hitting this. And then I'll wet sand it after a bit, like I did the other part. That side is okay. That side definitely needs a little hit more. So yeah, if you're sanding a smaller armor piece, if you're ever doing a costume using 3D printed parts, just be careful with smaller pieces if you're using power tools, because it's gonna crack or it could break, and then now you got to reprint a whole new piece and start all over. So that would be super frustrating, and I do not want that to happen. I do not want that to happen. Dale. Now, I'm not opening any Pokemon products tonight, but I will be on Sunday. I know there's a bunch of legends opening up Pokemon product right now, like DPM is live right now, he should be. I know Bandit's Hideout is live right now. I think, is Chris Pie live right now? He might be live. So there's a bunch of great Pokemon tubers right now that are live, opening up Paradox Rift, and I am jealous. My shipping update told me that my case was gonna arrive actually today, but I knew that was not gonna happen. And I checked it again before I went live, and it's like, I think it'll arrive tomorrow, but my bet is probably it's gonna actually show up on Wednesday. So plenty of time before my next stream on Sunday. Whereas with Paldea Evolved, it did not show up on time, so I had to go out and grab a box from an LGS, which overcharged me, which was kind of annoying. So do not want to have a repeat of that situation. Alright, so that's looking pretty smooth on the side. The front still needs a hit in a couple places. Like, I'll try to get those corner pieces in that top area, because we got to get rid of those print lines. So those print lines, I don't know if you can see it, guys, in the light. Maybe if I do it off this way. So Yeah, you see that? Those kind of lines, you got to get rid of that as best you can before you hit it with another coat of primer. The back doesn't work. I'm not worried about it all so much because it's going to get velcroed to the back of the glove. So I'm not worried about that much at all. So that I don't have as much concern with. If you were wondering about the back, that's why, because it's going to get I'm going to take some E6000 and then glue it to the back of these gloves here that I have next to me. It's oddly relaxing. I am glad it's relaxing. For anyone else who might pop in, I hope I'm a little bit like Bob Ross, where I'm just kind of, hi there, folks. How are you? This is Crazy Cactus. I'm just working on a Mandalorian costume. As you know, if you may not have seen the show, his name is Din Djarin. He is the Mandalorian, and I'm doing a costume of him. So it's pretty sick. Have you seen The Mandalorian? If you're watching, let me know. What'd you think? I will tell you personally, myself, I liked Season 1. I liked Season 2. Was not a huge fan of Season 3. I thought it was too much cameos. The story got all muddled. And at the end of the day, I felt it kind of sucked compared to Seasons 1 and 2. But if you've seen The Mandalorian, let me know what you think. I would be glad to hear what you have to say in the chat. Bam. I do care. I care what you think. Let me know. I love the show, except for that Season 3. It let me down. It hurt my soul a little bit. And that's no lie. I'm trying not to, I'm not trying to have my arms on the desk too much, because I realize it shakes the camera, and that might be annoying for a bunch of you who might watch this later, or might be watching it now, or just lurking. Yeah. I didn't realize I'm sanding it off camera. You got to be able to see it. You got to be able to see. We want to see it, Cactus. If you're going to have us watch this, we want to actually be able to see where you're sanding, what you're doing, which I completely understand, and I screwed that up. Wow, those are a heck of a corner to do. Kind of get the sandpaper in there. Get it in there. Get it in the crevices. You got to get it in the crevices, Cactus. Get it in there. That's what she said. All right. I mean, it's looking okay. That still needs a little bit of attention. That area is tough, you guys. It is tough. Because it's between the triangle and that front area of the glove, of the armor. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Alright. So you wet the sponge. Because you got to do a little... Oh, shit. You got to do a little wet sanding, too, if you really want to get a smooth... If you want to get a smooth finish... for painting and everything, let me dab this a little bit. I think I put too much water on the sponge. You got to do a little wet sanding. You got to get the sponge a little wet. You see that? You got to do it. And then do a little wet sanding. It's a key thing. You got to do it. Yeah, that's good. It's looking good. You guys watching anything else while you're watching? Are you watching DPM? Because I know he's live, as I said. And I hope he's pulling some crazy fire. I'm sure he probably got some Paradox Rift early, and I'll have to watch his stream back later tonight when I go lay down after all of this, and see what he managed to pull out of the set. The new set, Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift. I hope he pulls fire. I'm really, really, really hoping to pull that Iron Valiant SIR, or the SAR, however you want to say it. What are you chasing? Some people are probably going to say, well, I'm chasing nothing because I am still trying to find everything from 151, and if that's the case, I'm with you. I'm still missing a bunch from 151. What's going on here? What's going on here, Jess? What's going on here is that it's too late for you. Why are you still up? You're in the UK. It's like 2:50 in the morning. Go to bed. I know there's only like 2 or 3 people watching at a time here, but I'm working on, as you saw in my Discord, I'm working on some, if you ever seen The Mandalorian, these are the armor pieces that go on the back of his glove, like here. So I'm going to be working on sanding down these hand plates, and then I'm going to go prime them again. And then while those are probably drying, I'm going to work then on the gloves. So I have the yellow gloves, and I have the black gloves that go on the outside of the gloves, because if you've seen The Mandalorian, so he's got the yellow fingers that stick out of the black gloves. So I'll be doing that in a little while. But you're a vampire. You are a vampire. Because, my God, I don't know if I could be up and alert at like 3 in the morning, your time. So. But yeah, it's nothing too crazy. It's just me working on this. And I figured, you know what? I've had all these parts for this costume. I don't have all the parts, but I have most of the parts. And I just got to get started on this. Otherwise, it's just going to stay in this bin of all these parts for like another year or two, and I'll never get it done. So I really got to... I just decided, you know what, tonight I'm just going to do something. So let's work on maybe the gloves, and that's what I'm doing. So, oh, that's sick. Yeah. So I figured, what the hell? Let's see what happens. But yeah, I know I won't feel bad if you want to go watch DPM or something, like while you're laying in bed. I don't know, I'm just doing this. So I get it. There's a lot of people on right now. A lot of Paradox Rift being ripped open. So a lot of cool cards being shown. Like I saw Jay's Corner TCG in his short earlier this morning. He pulled that Tapu Koko SAR or SAR. That's a beautiful card. That's one of my top chases, along with that Iron Valiant and like the Garchomp, and so there's a lot of good high cards in here, like the Mela Trainer. She's pretty hot looking. The Seda is nice, and also the there's 3 waifus. There's the Seda, Mela, and the Tulip. The Tulip's pretty nice too. So yeah, I'll be chasing all that stuff. And I will be live on Sunday again. And we're going to open up Paradox Rift. The case should definitely arrive in time for that. Since most stores now are allowed to start shipping as early as today, the 30th, the Monday before release. So, yeah. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, I know it's not too exciting watching this, but appreciate you guys all being here and sticking with me, though, regardless. Alright, so the wet sand is working pretty good. Yes. Yes! Marriage. Marriage, it's what brings us together today. And again, for those of you who pop in, I'm not too worried about the back. The camera's having trouble focusing because it's just a very matte gray color. I'm not worried about the back with print lines because this, see the print lines, all those? I'm not worried about that because this is the back of the armor for the hands. So you're really never going to see that. I'm still probably going to hit it with white primer, both sides, but you're never going to see that when I'm wearing this costume. You'll only see the front, so that's the most important thing. That is the most important thing. And no, I don't need a mask for this because it's just 3D plastic, so I should be alright. Heading out, enjoy the rest of your day, Cactus. See you around. Oh yeah, Jess, I'll see you around. Thank you for popping in. Just doing the armor. I'll be here. I'll be here. You gotta get these smooth. They gotta be smooth, you guys. Gotta be smooth. Smooth, smooth like a baby's bottom. If it's not, there could be problems with the paint. So get as smooth as you can. Yeah, that feels really smooth. It feels really good. All these edges smooth. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good on the armor for the hands. And it feels pretty smooth. Not too much print lines. I mean, you can still see them, but I sanded them down pretty smooth, so it's pretty good actually. So I know you can see them right there and when the light catches it, but it's actually pretty smooth. So I got it down pretty good there. All right, let's dip the hands in some water for a second because I feel like I am all over the place. I'm all over the place. I got to wash the hands. Wash the hands, clean the hands. so what I think I'll do now is see if I can just fold this over for a second. And I gotta work on... I gotta figure out where I can cut these gloves. I gotta look at the reference photos. The moment of truth is gonna be, I gotta cut these gloves. Gloves gotta get cut. Alright, I think I need to maybe grab... I have a permanent marker, but I don't know if that's what somebody I saw do this with. I gotta see where I can cut these gloves according to the reference I saw some images on the show. Alright, so if I look here... Let me put this on. Let me put this on. That's not it. Alright, so it's actually cut pretty low. I think I should cut... let me also look at some more reference photos before I mark up this glove, and then I gotta cut it with my scissors. So if I go... Bpop, by the way, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, I gotta look at these reference photos. I think if I cut it off around here for the thumb... I know black on black, it's gonna be hard to see, but... I think right around there... Can I even see that with the light? Oh, I can see that. Alright, I think that's pretty good. So I can cut right along there. So that's where the thumb will come out. And then if I do the fingers... If I do the fingers right around the lower part... Alright, moment of truth. Gonna have to cut these gloves, so moment of truth. Moment of truth. Right where I see the line. So now we can try this again. You're already live, can't watch, just want to drop in. Oh, Ben, you're good. You're good. Alright, so I gotta cut these. So I gotta cut this one back a little further. So just a little bit more for that one. The thumb, I might have done a little bit too much. A little bit too much on the thumb, unfortunately, but maybe I can I don't know if I can salvage that at this point. So I gotta do this finger a little bit further back. Yo, but Ben, thank you for popping in. So I gotta cut this. Test this again. All right, I gotta look at some reference photos, guys. I know this is probably not the most exciting thing, but if I'm gonna do this, I want to make sure it looks pretty darn close as I can. All right, I think I'm looking pretty good actually with these gloves. Maybe like a tiny bit more on the pinky, like a tiny bit more on the pinky. Tiny bit more, tiny bit. I know this is tedious, but I want to make sure this is right. So I got to do this like several times. Some people just do it once and they're like, okay, that's close enough. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. You have one eye in mirror as you watched yourself go by, and all the girls, I don't know, should I snip that back even further? I mean, like, I'm looking at the reference photos, and even the reference photos have them pretty low. I think that's got to get cut back. Right about there. It's tedious. I'm sorry. If you're watching, I'm sorry. It's tedious as hell. This is probably like my OCD kicking in too, so that's probably what's pretty annoying to watch this as well. You probably think this song is about you. What's going on? Just to figure out some Mandalorian gloves. The Din Djarin gloves. All the girls dream. Because, like, once you go too far, you can't go back. So I'd rather keep cutting, and then stop. And then stop, and then we're good. And then after this, I can start doing the weathering on these gloves, which is just taking a lot of that black shoe polish, really. Okay, I gotta cut that. Be the baby, your partner. Again, guys, I apologize. I know this is tedious, but I gotta keep checking all these images. I wish there was a better reference photo for this. Cut the fingers off. Gotta cut these gloves. Gotta cut them. Cut the gloves. Cut the gloves. Gotta get trimmed down. It's gotta get trimmed down about quite a bit. Okay. Okay. trimmed down quite a bit. Meanwhile, my sister in the other room is watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I can hear the music all the way from in here. I don't know if you guys can, but I can. I definitely can. Why is that not cutting? Why is that not cutting? Well, we're gonna keep cutting until we get this glove length correct, where I want it to be. Yo, anyone else who pops in, appreciate you popping in, hitting the like button, all that good stuff. I realize I'm not doing my usual Pokemon related content, but you know what? The hell with it. I want to do it. I'm gonna just do what I want. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. I'll do what I want. Yo, Cactus, what's good? Dardar, what's going on? You know, it's just a very chill stream. I know there's only a couple people popping in every once in a while, but yeah, I'm just, as the title says, I'm just working on my gloves for this costume. Plus, I worked on that armor. So, see, like, the glove, this glove has got to go into here, so it looks like that. So, I'm testing, cutting, recutting, testing again. So, in the Mandalorian show, Din Djarin wears these black gloves that have the yellow fingers, right? So, trying to get these to look right. The right length, the right everything, according to my references in the show. And it's, you know, not the easiest thing to do. Alright, so those are pretty close. Pretty well, okay, so the pinky I gotta cut back a little bit further on the left glove, I think. Yeah, a little bit further on. So this, I gotta cut back pointer finger, or sorry, middle finger, and middle finger and pinky I gotta cut back a little bit more. And then what about the thumb? The thumb I gotta cut back quite a bit as well, because I definitely the thumb I did kind of on an angle on the right glove, so I gotta cut that back as well. All right, so middle finger, pinky, and thumb. Middle finger, pinky, and thumb. Pinky. Middle finger, pinky, and thumb. But yeah, I appreciate you popping in. So, yeah, just working on that. Well, working on this. So, pinky. Middle finger. Yeah, this one's all out of whack. So I gotta somehow cut that on a straighter edge, and this is not cooperating, is it? Not cooperating at all. I'll see you later, Darter. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're, have a great night. Irish, what are you doing in here? You should be asleep. Thank you for the dono, but you didn't have to do that. I'm just chilling here late at night. Who got that membership? Chad Fleming. Irish, I appreciate you. He is the MVP today. He's always him and Ben are the big major MVPs on this channel, I swear. The two of them are crazy. They're both crazy. They're both crazy, I tell you. They're crazy. And please, for those of you that are watching, please check out Irish. Great guy. Over in Ireland, of course. Hence the name, Irish Pokey Hat. So check him out, please. Please check him out. He's the man. Yep, have a great night. Have a wonderful, fantabulous night. As I keep testing and retesting these gloves until I'm satisfied. And so Chad got it. Is Chad gonna pop in? That'll be the question. Will he pop in, or he's probably one of those like early sleepers. Thumbs look better. Sure, it has to be done. Hope you're well. I'm just heading out to sleep now. Yeah, Irish, get some sleep. Yeah, but thank you so much for the gifted membership to Chad. I'm sure he'll appreciate it when he wakes up and gets that email notification saying you got gifted from. Well, that's the thing. It won't say it's from you, but he'll just know he got gifted. So, you know, you and I know it's you. So I appreciate you, man. All right. I kind of like where those are at. There's a little bit of like cutting and fraying, but that's kind of natural for like what's going to be like, you know, going on in the show and everything. You know, there's going to be some wear and tear on his equipment, so I can deal with that. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. I gotta get some shoe polish. You need some Lincoln Black Stain, Black Wax, Black Shoe Polish in order to weather these gloves. Wow, that stuff smells really strong. All right. Black shoe polish around the edges of the fingers. Thing with weathering is kind of you kind of gotta just. Sorry, guys. For anyone who is watching or watches back, I know I'm being not really talkative, and I should talk, but I'm just trying to weather these gloves as best I can. Be a partner, gotta weather these gloves. put a bunch of the shoe polish on in order to get the weathering to look kind of decent. You just put a little bit of black shoe polish right here where the fingers made the gloves, the black gloves. You gotta, so it wears in there. And then you just gotta take a little bit of wet paper towel and just kind of help weathering in. You gotta weather your gloves. Otherwise, if you don't have weathering on your costume, it looks too new. It looks too fresh. It looks fake. You gotta weather your stuff. You gotta weather it, and then it's good. And then people will be like, whoa, it's the Mandalorian, yo. It's crazy. And that's the goal. That is the goal. But I won't have a Baby Yoda. I refuse. You know what? Nah, there might be a Baby Yoda at some point. I don't know. You know, we'll see. Anyway, I'm making a mess all over my desk. Making a mess all over my desk. Weathering is a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Let's look at the reference photos and see if the weathering is looking pretty good. I think it's looking pretty good. There's Din Djarin. He's got his yellow gloves. Yeah, they are pretty beat up, and all the dirt is on his. There's quite a bit of dirt on his. Is that his right thumb? So that's this thumb. Yeah, it's a good amount of dirt. Good amount of dirt. Get the dirt in the crevices. See, there's got to be more buildup of like dirt around where the finger, like this part of the glove meets this part of the glove. And you can see in the reference photos that there's definitely buildup of like dirt in those regions, like dirt and grime and stuff. So that's why I'm trying to like force my fingers to flex out so I can get some of this shoe polish in there to kind of give it that color. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You got to do it. Glenn, welcome in. It's a pretty laid back stream. I'm just working on some gloves for my Mandalorian costume. It's the first thing that I'm actually finally doing on anything part of my Mandalorian costume. So there's just been a few people coming in and out of the stream tonight, which is fine. I didn't expect a lot of people just because they're not used to this kind of content. But if you look at my homepage, I am trying to do like a little bit of everything on my channel. And then some people will tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. You should do like you should do a channel for costumes and a channel for your anime stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I kind of want to do everything on my channel." So I'm working on weathering these Mandalorian gloves from the show. I'm using this black shoe polish over here. If anyone's wondering what this is, this is a shoe polish. So that's what I'm using. Lincoln black stain wax black shoe polish. So yeah. So that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to weather these as best I can, and they're looking pretty good. As I was saying before, I think you popped in. If you look at the reference photos, there's a lot more dirt and grime built up right where like the fingers meet this part of the glove. So that's why I'm trying to make it black, like blacker down there, or just darker in that section. So this stuff is kind of greasy too, but it's also kind of dry because I've had this shoe polish for like over a year. So I think it's supposed to be usually a little bit more greasy actually, like or a little bit more like wet. But actually, this is okay for my purposes because it dries really fast. So it kind of goes on pretty easy. And then it dries, and it doesn't leave too much more of like a greasy residue. It just dries almost like right away onto the glove. So you just kind of can't keep working it in. So oh yeah, Mandalorian is awesome. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows. I wasn't a huge fan of the more recent season because of all the cameos and all that bullshit, but I do like the first and second season by far more than the third season was. Whatever the heck happened to the third season was kind of a travesty. All right. Hold on, guys. Just give me 1 second. I gotta wash my hands because before I put my fingers in more of that the black shoe polish, I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right, we're good. So I can put that other glove back on. All right. All right. Hey, Blue Moon, welcome in. Nephew, how you doing tonight? You guys might be playing Fortnite, or maybe you're getting ready for, you're probably heading for bed soon. But yeah, so I'm just going to work on a little bit more of the weathering for this other glove, and go from there. So let's do, I need a little bit more of that, for sure. Gotta work in the weathering around where these fingers come in from that part of the glove. But hope you're good tonight. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you didn't have too much work today. Not too much work, just so you can chill, relax, enjoy your evening. Enjoy the evening. Halloween is Tom. Pokin' Fun. If you're still here, no, this is not for Halloween. It's not. This is for possibly getting done before a card party. Maybe I'll bring this costume with me to card party and wear it there. So yeah. Maybe you'll see a Mandalorian walking around at card party, and everyone will be like, "Why are you here? This is not a Star Wars convention, it's card party." But yeah, it'll be me, probably. At card party, you'll make lots of friends at card party. And it'll be me, and you won't know it, at card party. I'll be in costume at card party. You won't even know it. You won't know. It's Cactus in the Mandalorian. You'd be like, I was the Mandalorian the whole time. It wasn't Pedro Pascal. It was me, fam. It was me. The hell with Pedro Pascal. It was me. Sorry, I keep going off camera, but I know people actually want to see what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on? Become so lost. I can feel you there. Become so lost. Do 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 do. Cookies, what's going on? Welcome in, Cookies. I am just doing, this is not for Halloween tomorrow. This is just me finally working on my Mandalorian costume. And as I said to Pokin' Fun, maybe people will see me wearing this at Card Party next year in June. I think he's doing it in June, right? Here in Orlando. I mean, I got the tickets, so I should know when the freaking party is, but yeah, I'll be there. Maybe you'll see me there with this, wearing this. So I gotta put more color in where these knuckles are at, because that's where all the dirt and grime builds up. Like if you look on the show, so all the dirt and grime builds up where basically the fingers come out of the black part of the gloves. You kind of got to get all around in there. You gotta get around. And as I said many times already during the stream, you gotta get in the crevices. Sup, Cactus? How far along is the costume? Anarchy? I'm just starting the costume. I have a lot of the parts. I don't have all the parts, but I have I want to say 75% of the parts of the costume, but I've never actually gone through the process of like putting anything together yet. So I'm finally trying to kick myself in the ass and get some of this stuff done. So yeah. Trying to weather the gloves here. The thumb needs a little bit more darkness down here. But yeah, so finally getting off my ass and starting to get some of this put together and done. Oh, yeah. Welcome in, Mike. What's going on? Oh, yeah. But, so nothing too eventful. I know I have the music playing, but, and I know sometimes I don't talk enough in these streams, but, I'm working on weathering these gloves for the Mandalorian costume. They don't have to be, they're not supposed to be the same, so that they can be different, you know, because, you know, it's a costume, you know. They're like, how many times like do you actually have like the same dirt and grime on exact same hand on the other hand? So these are going to be different, and that's fine. It's a bit kind of random anyway. You gotta, weathering shouldn't be exactly the same. It should be pretty, you know, all over. So oh yeah. They're in the crevices. Cookies is welcoming in. Pokeballer Mike saying, "How are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep tonight. I need somebody always to be there to help me, because I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep tonight." So where are you? Oh shit. Oh man, I just dropped the light. Just dropped the light. I dropped the light. I dropped the light. I need somebody always to be there to help me, because I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep tonight. I got the Poke Center 151 Squirrel today, one step closer to mastering that set. The Poke Center 151 Squirtle? There's a 151 Squirtle? Is it like a figurine? I'm not sure I understand Anarchy. It's like a figurine? Yeah, the Mandalorian, he's got... So the gloves... The main part of the gloves are black. And then I have to put these... I have to Velcro these armor pieces on to the gloves. But I also have to... I'm going to have to put like some glue here and some Velcro. And then put Velcro on the back of this. And then this will go on here. And this has got to get painted. So if you look at his gloves in the show, he's got these like kind of... these like armor things here. So it'll go Velcro right to the back. That way, you know, it all works. Yeah, so there's a lot of parts to the Mandalorian costume, and this is the first costume I remember actually making fully. I mean, there's some parts that I've bought, obviously, but I'm talking like from top to bottom, and it's not an easy one to be your first costume to do. So I know how to choose them. You say the promo card, the Squirtle, you got it. If you got the UPC from the Pokemon Center website. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, well, that's cool. So, awesome. Honestly, I think I can put some more black on, but I think it's looking pretty good. I can put a little bit more here. Am I 3D printing everything myself? I don't have a 3D printer, but I did order a couple years back. So like this is how long I've been waiting to actually start putting this costume together. I literally started to put order parts and things for this costume like within a few months after the first season first aired. So like back at the beginning of 2020, I first started like ordering parts like the helmet, the chest plate, and everything. And then I just sat on a lot of the parts. I still was picking up parts here and there, but I didn't keep pushing myself to keep actually get started. So I would pick up a piece here, pick up a piece there, but never actually like start doing anything. So I'm just finally starting to say I figured, you know what, hey, like the bug bit me tonight, so I wanted to just start, and so that's what I did. I picked up the hand armor, I picked up the gloves out of my bin of all my armor pieces and parts that I have for the costume, and I just started on that tonight. So, you know, that's my story. So, I think I'm gonna put the shoe polish away. Should put the shoe polish away. This doesn't even really seal, does it? Maybe that's why it was kind of like just kind of dried out. Because I thought it was supposed to be a little bit more wet. All right. But yeah, so these are the armor pieces that go on the back. I'm gonna give these a quick wipe down, and then I'm gonna spray them outside. And unfortunately, guys, there's really not much else I can do tonight because, like I said, so I have to, like, I don't think it'll be very interesting. I could bring the camera with me, but I'm pretty sure it'll probably glitch out, and then I'll lose connection. But so I think I'm at a stopping point here, guys. So what I'm probably going to do now is I have to use this E6000 glue. I have to use this E6000 glue, put a bunch of that here, then Velcro on a large piece here that's going to fit on the back of these. But I can't Velcro the back of these yet because I still have to, like I said, I'm probably going to end the stream here, go prime these, use a good white, see if I can get 2 coats on tonight before I go to bed. And then tomorrow I have to go back out to Lowe's, and I have to find aqua blue or some kind of light kind of sky blue color that matches. His glove armor is it's all white except for this triangle is this kind of sky blue, aqua blue color. So hopefully I can do the 2 coats of white tonight, and then tomorrow I can tape off this area, do the blue couple coats, and then do the Velcro, and then put it on the gloves, and then the gloves will be done. So, but yeah, the hardest part is to start, Anarchy. You're absolutely right. That's why, like, one of the sayings from this company I used to work for, the guy had a famous quote where he said, starting is hard, the rest is easy. So, yeah. Well, I mean, it really isn't. Well, I mean, no, the rest isn't easy. There's still a lot more to go, obviously. But yeah, the hardest part is to start because you just keep procrastinating, and you'll never actually start. Because you'll just keep saying, "Oh, maybe I won't. You know, maybe I will, maybe I won't." But yeah, guys, I'm pretty much gonna pretty much end it here in like a minute or two. I just want to make sure I have everything all set. Yeah, so that's where I'm basically going to end off tonight. So the gloves will be pretty much good. The weathering is all good. I think I'm not really gonna keep going too crazy on it. I'm pretty happy with it. That's the right glove. The left glove looks pretty solid. And yeah, so I just want to appreciate all you guys that popped in tonight. I'm gonna go off on my lanai or my back porch, whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna prime those. If I have a good white, I'll prime it in that white. If I don't have a good white color, I'll have to do something else. Or maybe I can run out. No, I can't run out to Lowe's or anywhere because they close in 5 minutes, 10 o'clock. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking. And if you like this stream, you know, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see if maybe I can do like more work in progress streams, or maybe I'll just do more video related content off to the side of me just working on the costume. Like tutorials for maybe other people on YouTube that are looking for content to make their own costume and what I did. But yeah, so thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and I'll see you next time. And I'll see you on Sunday as well for Paradox Rift. All right? And have a great night, and we'll see you then. Peace. Mm-hmm.